how to use the how to use geometric shapes to design your logo. Now we look at this Google Chrome logo. It was technically done using geometric shapes. The circle was divided into geometric shapes, right? That's what we're going to do. This is how the skeletal structure looked like. So I am going to create this again for the essence of you to understand. For those of you that want to do the Google Chrome logo, this should be your good example, right? So I'm going to create a new artboard, and I'm going to duplicate a new artboard, or let me just delete this one we have here, and we're going to create it from scratch. Let's take it off. You are going to arrive at the same end game. And my grid is turned on. You can actually go to grid, go to view, and go to grid to hide the grid. You go back to view to show the grid. View, hide grid, and view, show grid. I'm going to leave the grid on. I'm going to use my ellipse tool, hold my shift and create a circle, a perfect circle, right? Using my space bar to move it up. Yeah, let it be here. And the fill, I don't want any fill, so I'm going to turn off the fill. So no fill. The stroke is black, and the color, the weight of the stroke is 1, right? So the next thing we're going to do is to duplicate this circle. Go to Ctrl C, or you just go to Edit, C, and go to Paste in Place, right? Paste in place. So pasting in place is copies it, paste it the same place the object was lifted out from, right? So right now, okay, so I'm going to now use my shift to drag it from the top and also from down again and again till I arrive like the inner circle. That's what I'm trying to do, the inner circle, right? So I want to align this circle to my big circle. I'll click on these two, just hover around these two shapes, go to align and make sure it's on align to selection. Then I'll now go to horizontal align center and then vertical align center. So right now what this tool does is aligns it to the selected shapes. It's different from this one. This one is aligned to the artboard, while this one is aligned to key objects. Alright, so we have done the inner circle. We're going to now do the bigger circle, the inner bigger circle, which is this white space, right? So Ctrl C and then Ctrl paste in black, paste in place, and then we have it. So let's increase it from the top and increase it from here, and then we're going to select all the objects and go to align and align horizontally and align vertically. So we now have the inner circle and then the inner big circle and then the big circle outside. So we now want to get this shape. So this is a straight line and this is an angle 45 degrees and this is another angle 45 degrees. It's just that this one is oppositing this other angle. mathematics, minus 45 is different from 45. The same angle but different sides, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now is to draw a straight line, and the line will be, let's use our space bar and drag it, take it up, right? So this is the line. We'll make sure that it touches the circle in the outward circle. Make sure it touches it. Yeah, so I think it touches it now very well. And then the next thing we are going to do now is we are going to rotate this shape, this line, to 45 degrees. So we use our rotation tool. This is our rotation tool, is inside reflect tool. So we use our rotation tool, and it's embedded into the reflect tool, so you can bring it out, and then you just double click on it, and that's a minus 45 degrees, which is this angle here. So instead of pressing OK, we just press copy. So copy retains the old line, that's the old angle, and creates the new angle, which is the minus 45. So we're going to use copy. That's what I'm saying. It retains this old and creates the new. Yeah, so that is what we just created now, this minus 45 degrees. We're going to use our selection to move it to touch this line here, right? Let's zoom in to make sure that it touched the line. All right, so the next one, we're just going to right click and go to transform and reflect. You can also, this reflect is also gotten from here, right? You can bring it out from here and double click it, and then you go to copy, right? So it just inverts it to the opposite, and then we'll go to copy. So it retains the old one and creates a new one, the inverted copy. Yeah, so let's zoom in to see that it touches the edge of the circle, right? So I think it did. Yeah, I hope, yeah, it did. So we now have this guy is the same thing what we have here. We're now going to bring in our what? Shape builder tool. Shape builder tool is gotten from, shortcut key is Ctrl M, and is used for combining shapes and erasing parts of simpler ones. So we can use it to create complex shapes, just like this shape here is a complex shape. It's not a regular shape you see all the time. So shape builder is an expert tool for doing that. So we have selected it, but before we select it, we have to select all the shapes, all the lines and circles, right? And then launch our shape builder tool, and we start combining this and this, just like we had here, this guy. So we're going to combine this and then this, right? So this is now one shape. The next one is we're going to combine this to this, so this and this. So we're going to combine it, and then the next one is this guy and this guy. So anything from here downwards, and even the smaller one, we combine them together. Then let's delete all these other lines here. Let's delete them, we don't actually need them. So we'll go to our direct selection tool, select this guy and select this guy, and then delete, select this guy, delete, select this guy, delete the points, select this guy, delete, and this guy to delete and delete. So we are now left with these tools. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring in our Google Chrome logo so we can extract the colors, right? So this is the color, we just place it inside here using our place tool. We got it from our place tool, that's it. So when you click on place, you can import pictures or images from your folders, your local folders. All right, so let's reduce this guy here because we just want to get the colors anyway. We're not interested in the full scale of the size, the full scale size of the Google Chrome. So we just want to bring it here so we can use it to collect the colors, right? So using our selection tool, we click on the first one and then go to eyedropper tool. Eyedropper tool is for copy and apply appearance or attributes between objects. So in this case, the appearance is the color. So we've selected this guy and then we just add the color there, right? Go to the next one, select this other one. So you can see each of the parts are now selectable because of the shape builder tool. We have created a shape out of the original. So we select, go to the eyedropper tool and pick on this guy, go to this other tool, the next shape, and go to eyedropper and pick on this guy. Then we now in the inner circle, go to eyedropper and pick on this guy, and that is it. So for the circle, the white space, since we don't have any circle here, we have used our shape builder to merge them into different shapes, to create new different shapes. We just go to our ellipse tool and create another circle, right? I'm using my space bar to adjust the location of the circle. Okay, and then I'll go to my white tool. I'll go to my white tool. This is my white tool, and then it's at the front of the shapes. I'll just right click and go to send to back. So right now it's at the back. If you notice, there are some lines here which came as a result of our shape builder, right? If you notice the lines here, so you look at the lines here. Let's click on it using our selection tool, come here and say no fill. It is still there. Maybe we can just drag this our circle out, and then you see that it even has its own lines, its own stroke lines. So let's take it off, and then it's just the fill, no longer the stroke color, right? Then let's zoom in to see if the other ones, right? We can see that there are other ones here, and we can take them off. Let's take this thing. So you see that there are some other lines here. Let's go to our direct selection tool and zoom in properly so we can select this line and delete. No, we have not selected it. We selected the wrong one. So that is one of the ways to delete. You just make sure you zoom and delete, zoom and delete, right? Now let's zoom in and then go to the next one. Another useful tool you can use is the zoom. So with the zoom, you can zoom your work, and then go to your direct selection tool, select